Alright, hello everybody, VikingsMan18 here with a quick, somewhat review video and explain video, and that is for the game, Avowed. And, I am here to say that I will not be continuing my Avowed playthrough on my channel, not that many people are interested anyway. But, there's a couple reasons for that, and we'll get into it in this video, and I am going to give a rating of just kind of my final rating of the game. So Avowed is made by Obsidian, the same company that made Outer Worlds, and didn't they make Fallout New Vegas too? And they made other stuff, I believe, but that's what I know them for. And it's basically a game where you're based in the same world as the Pillars of Eternity games, which I've never played, but I want to. And you are sent by a country as an envoy to a place called the Living Lands. I believe that country is Adir, I think it was called. And you're sent there to look into the Dream Scourge, a sickness that has taken over the land. And that's kind of where the game takes place. Now, I've uploaded 3 videos on the channel, and I think I have 4 or 5 ready to go. Not 4 or 5 more, but episodes 4 and 5. I will not be uploading those because I'm not continuing the game, guys. I didn't enjoy this game that much. It's very... I can see what's there, and I just couldn't connect to the game. First things first, the main story. I got to the second area, Emerald Stair. I think I'm about like 16 hours into the game, and it's just not, like, I'm not connecting to the story at all. I'm not connecting to the companions. The only companions I had were Kai, Marius, and Giada, I think was her name. I just got her recently before I decided I wasn't playing this anymore. Their stories are alright. They're not what I'm looking for with companion storylines. I think I've just been spoiled by the early Dragon Age games. Mass Effect, BioWare kind of spoiled me with companions, and a bunch of other games too. But I did not enjoy it in this, and I don't feel like they were really fleshed out. Maybe I didn't play it long enough to flesh them out. That's very possible. And, but my thing is I don't want to play a game if I don't want to play it anymore. I'm trying to get better with that this year, 2025, is that if I don't enjoy it, why am I playing it? I played it through Game Pass, so I really didn't lose any money or anything. And at the end of the day, I would just say this game is okay. It has an audience. I know there is. There's a reason the reviews are so polarizing. You either love it or you don't. I fall more on the don't end, but I can see why some people do. Like I said, main story, couldn't connect to it. Companions, not really doing it for me. I cannot stand the upgrade system and how it affects the difficulty of the game to a point to where, like, if you're not upgrading enough, it's like you're basically locked out. And you'll see in the playthrough of the game that each quest has like a certain amount of skulls next to it, or no skulls at all. Good lord, my nephew's screaming. It has a certain amount of skulls next to it, and that's all based towards your gear. And I guess I didn't handle gear enough. I was breaking down everything, but I still didn't have enough resources. I've looked online. Other people are finding abundance of resources doing it a certain way. I guess I just couldn't figure it out. That's not the reason I'm putting the game down, though. It was just something I didn't really like. That's easily workable. The NPCs in the game just feel dead. The cities don't move, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like nobody walks around, nobody moves. I'm not expecting every single NPC in the game to have, like, a whole itinerary of like what they do each hour of the game. I'm not expecting that. We know Obsidian doesn't make AAA games, which is what you'll kind of see a lot of that in, but they do make, like, I would say AA games. Like, Outer Worlds I thought was great, but this game didn't do it for me, which is shocking, because if I have to choose between space science fiction versus like fantasy swords, I know they're guns in this game, but stuff like that, you get my point. I'm always going to choose like the swords and shield kind of a thing over guns. With the one exception being Mass Effect. And I wasn't feeling it, guys, and that's why the final rating I gave for this game was a 6 out of 10. It's okay. It's okay. I don't dislike it to the point where I would give it less than like a 6. Could I have continued playing it? Of course. Would I have enjoyed it? No. That's why I'm not playing it anymore. And I mean, that's really the gist of all of it. I don't want to keep rambling on more. This doesn't have to be a longer video than it needs to be. Like I said, this was kind of a review and an explanation. Tell me what you guys think, though, in the comments. Like, I'm sure a lot of you enjoyed the game. It's just I didn't. Oh, we do have to talk about the $70 price tag for this game if you don't have Game Pass. So if you're playing it on PC, not PC Game Pass, but if you're playing it through Steam or any of those website or sites, services, or PlayStation, and not Game Pass, I can't believe they were charging $70 for this game. This is like a $50 game. And that's not a bad thing. Like, certain companies know that their games are only worth like the $50 price tag. If you're not a AAA game, you shouldn't be $70. I'm sorry. I think most games nowadays should not be $70. In the last like couple years, I think the only games that deserved a $70 price tag was Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring. I hate to say it, but that's what I feel. But like I said, guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm sorry that I'm not playing it anymore. I'm choosing my enjoyment over playing something I don't want to play anymore. But let me know what y'all think, and I'll see you for more videos later on. Have a good one.